division fight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fights.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
All right, here he is. For my money, might be the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. Our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Woburn, Massachusetts, Rob Font! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Aurora, Colorado, Cory Sandhagen!
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place? Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Able to check the high kick. Oh, nice straight left.
Relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Big kick lands.
How good is that right hand?
Real quick leg kick.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up. Nice job of hiding that head kick.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Put that double jab in his face.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Checks the leg kick.
Keep your hands up. Come on now.
Oh, man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time you can see him drive his shin into his opponent.
You're still in this. Keep moving. Don't give up.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
Punches and bunches.
Big head kick. Oh, massive kick lands flush.
That one landed clean.
More strike.
Ooh, blocks the shot.
Hands higher. Hands higher.
Nice punch lands.
Oh, going for the takedown here. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Let's get going now. Here comes that high kick.
Right hand on point. Ooh, and he caught the kick.
Great punch landed with so much power. Powerful leg kick lands. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, wow, those leg kicks are already taking effect.
Let's get that jab working.
Oh, just misses with the kick.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch. You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Hands high. Hands high.
Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defenses because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up, he's limping, he's turning away. There are so many things that he is doing wrong now because of the leg damage he has taken.
Oh, there's the double leg takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocks any attempt to get past his guard.
Closed guard. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Flush right hand is true. 15 seconds. Recovery, man, right back to his feet.
That's a big strike right there.
Round two is next. All right, so that's the end of the round. The cut on the cheek is only getting worse. Thankfully, it is below the eye and not above it, but still a source of adversity for him here. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick. And watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ. Nice punch lands over the top. Way to hide that leg kick.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Hands up! Hands up!
Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked.
Punch him in the back! Combinations up with that double jab!
Got clipped with the right hand.
Nice punch lands over the top.
That's the one. That's the one right there.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
You got this, okay? You got it.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. But how about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Stay strong. You're still in this fight. Let's go. Come on now. Let's go.
Out of range with that one. Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up.
He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Ankle pay.
Right hook to the head, blocked.
Big leg kick land.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Good punch.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Stuffs.
Wow.
Getting
Excellent
tighter.
job, the takedown. Oh, wow. Oh!
Wow.
Let's go. It's a warning.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Throws the right hand there. Oh, man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness
Working
there.
on
a guillotine.
Okay, stay tight. You gotta grab his wrist.
Oh, he postured up there. Nicely done.
Grab his wrist. Hey.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Pick him up.
Lands the ground and pound strike.
Come on, let's go. Let's get busy. We got 30 seconds left in this round. Push. Move.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
There you go. Good. Recover.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Ten minutes in the books.
He's all over you with the submission attempts. Great job with your defense, but we got to do better. I want you to put him on the defensive. That means...
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through it.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. Big kick lands.
Blocks the strike there, counters with a jab. Just out of range with that left hook.
Great punch.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see his opponent starting to slow down. He cannot take many of those kicks.
Throw them hands.
Ooh, nice knee to the body, very nice. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Visibly limping here.
Get back in this. It only takes one punch.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.
Focus now. Okay, set him up. Set him up.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
Work his head. Work the head.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Keep your hands
Head kick
up. Use
attempt,
your
it's
footwork
blocked.
now. It's okay. Use your footwork.
He's able to slip the left there. Got the single collar tie.
Ooh, what a punch.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, nice connection by him there with the right hand.
The right hand is the dominant hand, and you can see how well he throws it.
Well, no surprises, he connects once again, and that looked like it landed right on that cut.
Right on the cut, and he's targeting it, right? He's looking. You can see him almost putting a laser beam on that cut and just putting his hands on it. It doesn't take much. He just keeps making it split, showing his opponent that he has no mercy. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Just missed with the straight left hand. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now.
Ooh, what a punch.
Move and recover. Move and recover.
Trying to find a home for that right hand.
Nice kick.
And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Move those hands.
Strong defense there to block the shot. Nice instincts.
Hands up.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are gonna count. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Big punch from the clinch.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai clinch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee, and then try to land a big one to the head.
Go, 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 go. 1 minute.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, well done to block that powerful kick to the body. 20 seconds to go. Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Slips the shot. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, that is the end of the round, and some definite adversity for him here, or so you would think. The cut on the bridge of the nose is only getting worse, and that nose might even be broken at this point in time. So certainly something that bears watching as we enter this next round. All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Nice.
Nice defense there, huge block.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space. Big body kick land.
Let's get some offense. Let's get going.
What a punch.
Punch coming, it's blocked.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is a technique you use to really slow down your opponent.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Oh, the outside of that lead leg, the left thigh, really showing signs of bruising now.
Oh, big punch land.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Let's move. Let's recompose. Stay focused.
He blocks the shot.
Let your hands fly.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Punches and bunches. Punches and bunches. Let's go.
All right, single collar tie now.
Nice strike.
The right hand just misses. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Oh! The jab followed by the right hand.
Big kick.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Close guard. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Just a slip there.
Ooh, what a head kick.
Back to the well with that right hand, it's no good.
Nice straight punch.
Under a minute to go. Oh, no way, spinning back fist. timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Oh, that's a nice strike. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
15 seconds. Just missing on the high kick there.
Nice leg kick lands.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
No big deal. You got a little cut. It's not going to affect us at all. Do not worry about it. Just take a deep breath, get out there, and get back to work.
All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You got to think at some point the opposition is going to lower that. Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Able to check that kick as well. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Just misses with that one. Lands a knee there. Nice deception there to get that knee to the target.
Really good knee. Nice job of driving it right to the target. Getting it to land exactly where you want it to.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Nice leg kick.
Oh!
He didn't like that left hand.
He's got him hurt here. Oh, straight right.
Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one. Oh!
Misses with the right hand. Under 3 minutes now to go round 5. Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Oh, he landed that kick to the outside of the lead leg there, DC.
He is chopping up that leg. They say chop down the tree. You beat your opponent by slowing him down first with those nice outside leg kicks.
All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly. Head kick lands.
As he gets close and he's out of the kicking range, he'll change his stance.
Man, doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
Lunges forward with a left there. He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Muay Thai club.
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect.
It's in there deep. There you go. Oh, nice.
Side control now. One minute to go in the fight. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Time winding down, final seconds of the fight. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight. What a fight! All right, so the fight goes the distance as we await the judges' scorecards, but certainly a dominant striking effort out of that fighter tonight.
John, he used his best weapons in order to carry him to a decision, a very clear decision, in my opinion. A great performance tonight by this young fighter.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Cory Sandhagen.
All right, congratulations to him. He is your winner by unanimous decision, and certainly a dominant performance here tonight.
Yeah, he did a great job of just dictating and controlling all the engagements of this fight. His opponent never really had an opportunity to lead the dance. He did that from start to finish, and he wins a unanimous decision.